Hello viewers, I am Mafu and welcome back to Pokemon Violet, surprisingly. Why? Because in recent weeks, I finally got off my butt. And it is here, right? Yes, okay. I finally got off my butt and registered over 150 Pokemon in the Kitikami Pokedex, which means I get to talk to Perrin again. So here we go. Should be fun. Hello there. Can you give me more? Oh, yeah. Can you give me a different dialogue? Not that I mind the same dialogue. What is coming from Perrin? Wait, don't tell me. Don't tell me it's been 2 years. You actually caught it? Yeah, I know. It surprised me too. But I'd do anything for you. Now I know you're the real deal. And it remains to be seen. No. That's right. I should feel proud of myself. This is the closest I've ever come to completing a Pokedex. Pretty impressive. You must really be something special. I don't know about that. You probably know more about the Pokemon here in Kitikami than I do, and I got here first. Well, if you had moved from the spot where you're taking pictures of just random people, it has been 2 years. From Heights. Has it been 2 years or 1 year? Got a favor to ask. You see a real Pokemon? I don't need to be reading this. I can just... What kind of favor? Glad you don't seem afraid to poke your head into new things. I shouldn't bring it along on your adventures. Wouldn't that be helpful? Well... Oh. Okay. Look, I'm really sorry about this. I'm not so strong, but don't hold back, and don't mind me snapping a few shots while we're at it. You better be quick about that. I'm not known for taking very long to finish these sorts of things. Alright. It's too bad I've used Leafeon a number of times, and I know its stats. Not that one. Forgot what my moves were. Oh, okay. I realized she said she wasn't strong, but that, alright. Just kinda hoping for at least 3. Sure. I have to question though, why Noctowl? Why not Glaceon? You know, the Sinnoh evolutions might have made a little more sense. Whatever, doesn't matter. The Bloodmoon Beast. The what now? There's a certain Ursaluna I've been searching for, known as the Bloodmoon Beast. She says that like my character would know what an Ursaluna is. Have you ever heard of it? Okay, thank you for the exposition. Or says they weren't all that uncommon long time ago. Oh, it was a woolly mammoth. Even though mammoth swine is weird actually, because it's never mind. Anyone who's used a mammoth swine knows how to evolve it. Or how to get it, Piloswine, to evolve into mammoth swine. So Ursaluna is a Pokemon that usually has this big yellow mark on its forehead resembling a full moon, but they say this one's mark is red. A red moon, as if seen through a veil of blood. That's why they call it the Bloodmoon Beast. This Ursaluna, the Bloodmoon Beast, used to live in my homeland way back when people still called the region Hisui. Seems like it crossed over the waters here to Kitikami at some point and made itself comfy. If the two of us work together, I bet we could be the ones to finally snap a shot of it. You mean I get to work with you? And if we do... Partner, yes! Let's talk with this together so we can find the Bloodmoon Beast for sure. Let's do it! I knew you'd be up for it, and don't worry, I'll be sure to reward your hard work. Word has it the Bloodmoon Beast has been seen in the area northwest of Oni Mountain called the Timeless Woods. I'll head that way now and wait for you there. I mean, she's fast. She's really fast. She's gone already. I mean, she has been waiting quite a while. It took me forever to do the Pokédex because I am a procrastinator. Can I not fly those Timeless Woods? Closest I can get is one of these two other places. So here we go. I'm just gonna fly there manually. I mean, I never used the HM for fly and Alpha Sapphire. I just had the Eon Flute, flew around the entire map for no reason at all. This is almost the same thing. But I can't turbo boost, which is really infuriating. There we go. It has started. If it's not obvious, I'm not playing on the Switch 2. Just right down next to the ground crystal. What if I keep watching? Oh yeah, Growlithe. Yes, look at you, clever thing. Love. Let's just... I want to see how long I can keep doing this. How much can I do this? Okay, apparently 3 is the limit. It'd have been funny if it just keeps going through like a cycle of dialogue until you eventually have to. Then again, that would be very Pokemon of it, and I would complain about it. Hey partner, you made it. How long have you been standing there? You weren't listening, not all that stuff. Nope, don't want to know. Forget I asked. Anyway, it's right around this part of the forest where people have supposedly seen the Bloodmoon beast. Okay. Do I have to wait? Oh. It's gotta be not that. That would be way too obvious. Ariados. What? Better lend a hand. Oh, I thought it said kill, 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 which would have been really dramatic. It's an Ariados. Growlithe can cover this. I mean, yeah, a bug that size is scary, but it's an Ariados. And it's now an unconscious Ariados. Bye-bye. Oh, that really surprised me. Really, you didn't expect the wild Pokemon. My camera is okay. Thanks, partner. And your Growlithe that was ready to protect you? Yes. I feel a bit bad for that Ariados. It probably wasn't expecting to see humans out here. Yes. I bet it only attacked because it was surprised. Or because it's a wild animal. We should set up a tent. That'll let the Pokemon know we're here and help them get used to us. Because that definitely helps bears get used to people when you go camping in the woods. That's Shaman on her tent. That's pretty cool. Talk to Perrin. Okay. Don't mind if I do. She may be old, but she's still a fine tent, eh? Is it bigger on the inside like every other Pokemon building? Growl said, wow. More wary than an ordinary Pokemon. Or so they say. Though maybe there's been so few sightings because it's eaten the other people that have seen it before they got back to civilization. That means we're gonna need to do some slow and steady groundwork if we want to find it. Oh no, I have to take pictures of things. I don't remember how to bring up the camera. I don't remember whether it's down or up. But, okay, on foggy... Oh, no. I am gonna have to wait. Because it's day. I have to remember to share photo data into my handy Pokemon searcher. I don't get it. Right, who would? I'm sorry, to be honest, I've got no idea how it's supposed to work either. I just picked this thing up at a thrift shop, and that's what it says to do in the manual. I'm sure it'll be fine, right? Yeah, that's how... Yes, it's totally fine. Our preliminary surveys make me think there are actually dozens of Pokemon species that tend to show up around the forest on foggy nights. Split the load, so how about you try and snap photos of 10 species? Okay. Alright. We're looking for clear photos to get the Pokemon nice and big in the frame. I'm gonna sneak up on foot to get close to them. No riding on big noisy Pokemon. Miraidon, you are so useful for loads of things, but apparently not being quiet. Think you're ready? Just say the word. Once you're good, we can set up a... Okay. I don't have to wait. Thank Arceus. Because I was not about to make a part 2. I mean, I would have. But I don't want to have to. Yes. Reporting for survey duty. Let's hang in the tent until the weather gets nice and foggy. That is not a... I don't know why so much of this is funny to me. Looks like this is about as good as it's gonna get. Get out there and survey. Begin survey. Okay, so I got to... Can I take a picture of your Growlithe? It's a native species, right? Okay, so... I get to... Can I catch these Pokemon? Oh, it's down. I thought it was a diagonal arrow to open my camera. I was like, I don't have one of those. Oh, I heard something. Should I be sneaking? Like, oh no, there's something. Is that a... You know, if there's one thing I know about Sudowoodo, it's that it's wary. I don't know how close I need to be. Sort of, oh. So I have to... Perrin was crouching for like half the shots she was taking. What are you talking about? It's because I'm not a master. It's the fraud. Yes, despite the balls on its hands and the yellow on its trunk. Okay, so I've got Sudowoodo. This music is actually quite good for what I'm doing. Not creepy at all. For how is this not a problem? Oh. Okay, I did not know about that. I forgot about things being in the trees. Okay, so they run away if you get too close. I saw something moving up here. It looked like a Duskull, but I could have been wrong. I thought something was... I hear you. Oh, Squovet. And a Geodude. Alright. Can we see that? Okay. Yeah. Up. Okay, let's see this. If I can get Squovet. It's not really in the focus point? Okay. If you sit still and always wander around. Okay. Okay. I was definitely that far away from Squovet. Here, let's get right up on him. You might trip over this fella. There would be Pokemon in caves nearby too. You should probably snap some shots. There are caves here. I've never really just... I knew I saw a Duskull. You said water in the northwest part? That's where I'm headed now. Is that another Litwick? That's a Litwick. So I've already got that one. My character would be so out of stamina because it just rides around on a Miraidon all the time. Be huffing and puffing at this point and falling over. Sudowoodo again. I don't like you. Get out of here. Geodude again. Duskull again. Oh boy, it's gonna get harder, isn't it? At the water. What are you? Is that a Dynamo? Okay, I'm gonna try and get closer, but those are Dynamo. Got two of them. Is there any more that I can find here, or is it just Dynamo? There's Sudowoodo again. Nerd! Move it! I knew if I could find some more. What is that? Is that another Squivit? This probably isn't going to help me see it at all. What is that? Alright, back around to the other side, I guess. Since I think riding on Miraidon would be a bad decision. That is not Squivit. Okay, cool. Just move to that tree. That's not really a good shot, but I did do it. That is a hate. That's two Hatena. They're talking to each other. Ah, no. Yeah. Okay, well, I know I can find them, so maybe I should look around. That was a Spinnerack on the tree, not a Hoot Hoot. How do I keep forgetting that? It told me that the very first time, and I'm just like... Okay, I need one more. I'm guessing there's more than 10. C-Dot. That'll work. Again, how do I forget that? Alright. Okay, so if we just compile the photos we both took. Photographed every Pokemon known to appear when the forest was foggy. Really pulled it off. I can't tell you how much I appreciate this. Pokemon Searcher. It's supposed to take a little bit for all the data to be processed or whatever. You know, the photos you took were all real good, partner. You're just saying that. Trust me. What do you think about my... I guess capturing the Pokemon as they are, because that's what happened. It's a good thing I have a multiple choice brain. Trying to capture the Pokemon as they are. So the Pokemon live pure and unadulterated. Yep, that's me. Pure and unadulterated. I'm actually a bit of a slump. No. You're photographing a lot. You take a lot of pictures. How many memory cards have you filled in just today with photos of Poliwhirl? Even a kid like you knows those. Yes. Absolutely. Let's do this thing. That's one really handy machine. I'd like to have that instead of the Pokedex. Well, if we're going to be fighting at night. Yeah, it is a... Well, I mean... Stay alert. Whatever's making them must be huge. And then a tiny rustling of a bush. We couldn't see that 2 seconds ago. It looked very unhappy and then very disapproving of our presence. Yes, it does. That is quite large. I do left the flash on. No. I've got it covered. I live for this type of stuff. Hello there. I don't actually know what level this thing is. Probably like 70. Right, it's a ground type. Which is no bueno for Glamora. Yeah, that's not good. But thankfully Glamora is tanky. And I have an assault vest on it. See, if it uses earth power again, then that would do the least damage to this, and then I could hit it with Ivy Cudgel. Legendary versus legendary? I don't actually know what Ursaluna is. Specifically this one. Take this. Totally not unfair. Ow. One more turn. One more Horn Leech. Now's your chance to catch it. Will do. What do I want to catch then? Dusk Ball. It's the only one. Perfect. The special Ursaluna can see in the dark with its left eye and protects itself with mud that is as hard as iron. Yes. Let's just take a look at its summary. Pokemon ignores changes to opponent's evasiveness, its accuracy can't be lowered, and it can hit ghost types with normal and fighting type moves. That's really good. Imagine if they gave that to Miltank. I'm fine. I'm fantastic, even. Maybe just Glamora. The other ones are fine. Packing up the old tent, calling it a day feels a bit sad, like the end of an adventure. But what an adventure we had. Ah, civilization. How much I have not missed thee. I honestly had a lot of fun doing that. It was a very different way of playing Pokemon. And I enjoy different ways. Why is she back to the same place? Hello? Been waiting for you to come by, partner. I managed to develop the photos I took of the Bloodmoon beast. Show me! Fact is that once I got them all printed out, I could see that the photos I managed to get are all blurry, or cut off, or out of focus. They really aren't good enough to show anyone. And here we go again. Ah, I was wondering how I got one of those, unless I already have one. Competitive. Mine has a younger brother that really loves battling. That's more enjoyable for me, but you just gave me a Pokemon. Will do. I do love Arcanine. Both kinds. I did what I came here to do, so I guess I should hit the road. You could stay. I'm afraid this is goodbye. Even if they're separated for a while, I bet their paths might just cross again someday. So you raise that one with care in the meantime. We'll definitely meet again. Well, that is that. That was honestly a lot of fun. I enjoyed that. And I've now done it, so I can't say that I didn't do it before the next Pokemon game came out, which was something that, I wanted to do this, obviously, but I just never really got around to playing Pokemon Violet once I had finished the epilogue. I just sort of did a raid here, did some shiny hunting there, failed most of the shiny hunting, but I did get a Curlia the last time, even though it took me 2 sandwiches and doing a mass outbreak properly, which just proves my shiny luck. Whatever. That's not what I'm here to talk about, because I'm also going to announce my plans for Pokemon Legends ZA, which I am going to be playing. I have it on pre-order already, but I'm not going to be uploading it just to YouTube. I'm not going to do what I did with Pokemon Violet, where I have 70 different parts of me playing the game. That's not happening. Because a lot of Pokemon Violet was me just wandering around not knowing what to do because, well, I didn't know what I should be doing. And in an effort to keep the game mostly spoiler-free, I have not really been looking up stuff about it. But I will probably upload my first, hour or so of playing the game just so that I can give you my initial thoughts on it and have some gameplay uploaded of it. I don't know when that will happen, whether it'll be on the day of release or whether it will be a couple days after. It all really depends on what all is going on at that point. It will be on the Switch 1, probably. But I do want to talk a little bit about not necessarily my expectations, but my hopes for it, because I don't know whether I've talked about Pokemon Legends Arceus before, and it's probably a controversial opinion, but I don't think that it was the masterpiece that everyone claims it to be. I'm not saying that I dislike it. In fact, I quite love the idea of a Pokemon game where you are in danger when you go out into the wilderness. I loved the dodging mechanics. I loved the actually having to aim your Pokeballs. And that's fine. That was fun. The alphas, all of that sort of stuff, I loved that. I loved that sort of experience. But there are a couple of things that I definitely did not like. Number one, and this is the biggest issue, the progression. Having to catch Pokemon multiple times in different ways and that's just stupid. This should never be a required mechanic. As shown by, as shown in most of my Pokemon playthroughs, I don't do the Pokedex, right? I don't. This is the closest I have ever come to completing a Pokedex, is here in Paldea. I do not do the Pokedex. I don't like to do the Pokedex. It's a waste of time for me because I don't really care. So having to catch multiple of the same thing over and over and over again was just brutally boring. Hated it. Hated that. Was willing to play the game because it was good. I've not completed it, but I do want to go back and, complete it at some point. Maybe I'll do that before Legends EA comes out. I probably won't. Whatever. Moving on. The next thing. The crafting. Look, I know it's somewhat of a open world, you don't have stores where you can buy all this stuff pre-made most of the time, but the crafting, please, dear God, no. If I wanted to play Minecraft, I would play Minecraft. I don't need it mixed with Pokemon because Cobblemon exists. If I wanted Minecraft, I would play Minecraft. I don't want the crafting in my Pokemon game. Please don't make me do that again. It's not even that it was hard, it was just tedious, and it's like, okay, I need more of this, I need more of this. Oh wait, my bag's full, better go back to town and put it in my box. It's a little bit over the top for that. It's not that big of a deal. Other than that, I can't really say that I dislike that. Oh wait, the battle mechanics. Oh boy. The agile and strong styles and the turn order. First of all, I don't think that we need to have styles for moves. That was dumb and pointless. I know they made evolutions for it, but who cares? It's a dumb idea, and the reason that it's dumb is because of the turn order. The turn order was not determined by speed alone. It was mostly speed, but sometimes it was just, this Pokemon's gonna get to move multiple times in a row. And you could change it by using moves in the agile style, which they would do less damage, but they'd get to let you move sooner. Or you could use power style, or strong style, and then you'd get to you do more damage, but it would make you wait longer. And it's just, why could we not just have moves and speed like in every other Pokemon game? It made sense, and then you make it not make sense. So all of that are bad points for Pokemon Legends Arceus. But that said, I still really enjoy playing it, and I really loved the boss battle against Cleavor. I can't say anything about the rest. I'll probably rage at them when I do them, but I have to say that I think it's going to be fun. Challenging, but fun. Now, for Pokemon Legends ZA. I loved the starter choice in Pokemon Legends Arceus. What the heck were they thinking with this starter trio? This has got to be the worst trio of starters I've ever seen. And not just because I really don't like any of them. 2 from Johto? Why? And do not put Typhlosion in the comment section. I don't want to hear it. Let me think. Yeah. I can tell you already, I'm picking Chikorita just because it's the least objectable of the ones that are there. I really don't like the other two. It's just my opinion. You can have whatever you want. It's just my personal opinion. I also like grass. It's my favorite type. So I'm going to be picking Chikorita. But regardless, why could they not either stick with the formula that worked, remove one of the Johto ones and give us an Alola starter that we didn't get in Legends Arceus, or go with something that I think would have been much cooler, all of the Kalos starters, but they have Mega Evolutions like they should have had from the beginning. That is something I'm looking forward to. Mega, to me, is the best gimmick they've ever done. Terastallization is like second, because when you don't have your Terra Orb with its max charge from the Indigo Disc DLC, it was strategic about when you would use this thing. If you didn't want to just constantly be going to Pokemon centers. But other than that, the battle mechanics. If you've watched anything about Pokemon Legends ZA, you know the battling is going to be different. And I am both intrigued and apprehensive about it. Because, it's been 5 minutes of me just talking. Whatever. If it's going to be done the way that they've done it, they need to make it good. It needs to not be like the Terra raids in this game. It needs to be done properly, and it cannot have frame rate drops. Of course, it's made for the Switch too, so if it does it on my Switch, I'll understand a little bit. But if they're going to change the battling mechanics to be simultaneous and you have to time things, it needs to be done almost perfectly, because Pokemon has always been turn-based. If you're going to change the battling system that fundamentally, you had better do it well. There have been 8 generations of improvements made on Pokemon's original system, and they're going to change it drastically yet again. Again, I'm not completely against it. It could be an interesting way to play, but I am concerned that it's going to be done poorly. So, that's my opinion on Legends ZA at the moment. If it is, like, truly bad and unplayable for me, I may actually end up returning the game. I'm not sure. Again, I think this is too early to tell, but Legends ZA looks very fun. Kalos was one of my favorite regions to play through. Again, another controversial opinion. X and Y are 2 of my favorite Pokemon games. I just really love the region. I love the story where you're going around the region with your friends. It was very immersive when I was younger, and it was actually kind of immersive when I played through it in modern times. Recently. It was like within the past year I played through Pokemon Y, and I had a lot of fun. Admittedly, it was very easy because I mean it was fine difficulty for 11-year-old me who knew nothing about Pokemon, but 22-year-old me really didn't have any problems, especially because you can overlevel your Pokemon by like 10 and super train them, whatever. Not the point. But I'm really looking forward to going back to Kalos. It's been a long time since it was a new thing. It's actually been over 10 years. Can you believe that? Pokemon X and Y. It's like 15 years? 14 years. I'm an idiot and can't do math. It's 12. Oh, I'm so dumb. Don't ever ask me to do any math problems. I will fail. Anyway, that's my plans for the future of Pokemon here. But I might do more Pokemon Violet. I have to find out what more I can do. But I hope you all did enjoy. I've been standing here long enough for it to become nighttime, so I'm going to stop talking now. And I'm going to ask you to, if you enjoyed, maybe consider subscribing to my channel. You never know what's going to come up next, because I really don't plan these things sometimes. And until next time, Nafu out.